Welcome back, everyone. Today I'm going to show you a list of Israeli Defense Force standard issue. So we will begin from Moser and climb our way to their recent standard issue, which is TAFOR. Okay, so let's begin. Before we begin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'm gonna check if I'm recording or not. Okay, I'm recording. Okay, don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us in social media on Twitter, Telegram, whatever. Well, we only active in Telegram and Twitter. So if you want to follow us on social media, you can do that. Okay, and then if you want to see the video 24-hour early, you can become a member for only 30 cents. So that's it, and let's begin. Okay, as you can see here, this is Moser 98 carabiner. Okay, from Germany. So this is a bolt action used by the you know who during World War II, and the Israeli smuggled they were during the Israel maybe the state of Israel wasn't born yet when they're using this rifle as the standard issue. Like, this is the first standard issue because this is the only rifle that they can find abundance. Like this is used by the German, right? Like when they lost the war, the number of like the allies will put pressure on the Germany to uh, cut their troops down in number. So there is abundance of Mauser that that not going to be used because the war is over in Europe. So they become probably very easy to find an abundance and nobody using it. So the Israeli take it and smuggle smuggle the rifle into their protectorate. I'm not gonna go with politics. So go to their destination. So this is Moser, the first. Yeah, it's the first standard issue of the Israel Defense Force, the Moser, bolt action, made in Germany. Okay, so now we move on to next standard issue, which is originally made by Israel. Now the state of Israel is born, and then after a war, they designed their own standard issue uh, weapons, and then it was Uzi. Okay, now this is Uzi, uh, original design from Israel. Okay, it was a telescopic bolt, open bolt, and then it have it's a stem receiver. Okay, so it was a metal sheet, and then they press it, like they press it into it with stamp, like huge metal, a huge hammer. They press it into a shape, and then they cut it and put it together into a Uzi. So it's cheap, cheap and effective for the Israeli because they still use it. Okay, so it even have a buy on it. Okay, submachine gun with bayonet. I think Sterling have that too. Like it was designed during the time where people still use 9 mm as a effective ammunition. Like body armor wasn't available back then, so 9 mm is standard issue. Now it's sidearm, not main standard issue. Everything is 5.56 because body armor. Okay, so that, and then we can use a wooden stock. Okay, wooden stock, adjust the rear sight and auto safety, which mean it's not auto safety. It's not auto safety, but it's grip safety. Okay, so if you not grip uh, the Uzi right, like you not grab it right, then you cannot fire it because that's why they call it auto safety, because you need to be grip the Uzi in the right position so you can fire it. So this is Uzi. Let's put the Picatinny on it. Okay. Now aim point. We have what is this? Like a wooden stock and a 40 round magazine and a bayonet and aim point. Okay. So this is Uzi. Let's move on to the next standard issue. So after Uzi, there is another standard issue which is called even fall. People call it the right arms of the free world. So this is the Israeli have their own even fall. I think they modify even fall for their own, like they have their own version, because the Israeli like they tested, like like when Israel buy a weapon system, they are going to test it. It's not like they just buy it and then put it in storage. No, it's like buy and then test it in battle, because they were in this uh, constant provocation with other country. I think I'm going into politics, so I'm gonna stop there. Okay. So this is even fall. The Israeli use it during wars, and they said the even fall is. I think they don't like even fall because it's jammed sometimes, and then the Israeli use the magazine lips to open a cock bottle, so that's maybe the cause of its jamming sometimes. So there is even fall, the right arm of the free world. Let's do full auto. Okay, I'm not gonna go deep into the working mechanism because I already review like all models, so you can see their own video, like even for video, Uzi video, you can see it for yourself. I'm just going through the Israel Defense Force standard issue weapons. So this is a standard issue in the 60s, 70s. So open fall. Imagine you're charging a Israeli defense position in the desert, and then you hear this. Okay. Again. Like holy crap. So they have bayonet, rear side modification. Okay, top cover. Okay, let's add Picatinny on it. Now we can have red dot. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. So this is Israel standard issue 16. They were donated by the Americans. Okay, so this is M16 used by the Israeli Defense Force. Okay, they retire the F4 and then move to M16. It was their standard issue until I think 2006, and then they do research with bullpup, and then they come up with the Taffer. Okay, so M16. Okay, it's a bayonet research modification. Okay, so it's M16, and then the famous Israeli creation that never entered service on in ADF. Imi Galil. Where is Galil? Okay. Okay. So from what I heard, the Israeli designed a very good weapons called Galil, which is using a AK basic design and then make it to accept 556 and 762, basically turn it into a NATO standard model. So they make Galil, but because abundance of M16 given by the United States, they did not put it into service, but instead the Israeli how you said that made it for export. Israel made this, but because they have so much M16, they made it for export. The country use Imi Galil is South Africa, and I think some country in South America, I forgot the name. And it's either Colombia or Ecuador. Okay, and then Vietnam. Vietnam, they make their own license. And I don't know they have license or not. Probably they have, because it's like Vietnam standard issue is basically a license built of Galil Ace. So as you can see, so this is basically a like if America did not give M60 donation to Israel, then Imi Galil will be a standard issue for Israel. And move on to the next weapon. Exactly here, it's a TAR 21 Tavor. Okay, so this is a Israel standard issue since 2006. After Lebanon War, they made this. Okay, this is a bullpup. So this is the Tavor 21 single fire. Okay, so that's this is star 21. Okay, after star 21, the Israeli created a micro Tavor, but the game doesn't have it yet. So so if they add it into the game, then I will review it for everyone. So I guess that's it. Tapar is the last, not the last, the current standard issue of Israeli Devon Force. It's a bullpup design. I don't know why the Israeli go with the bullpup. Maybe they interested with the. This is my opinion, so not expert opinion, but I think why the Israeli go with the Tafor is they want it to be compact because their battle is in the urban warfare, so they need compact weapon. But they want accuracy as well, so they can have longer barrel for accuracy while still having a compact platform, so they can move like clearing building room by room. They can use bullpup because it's compact and reach the accuracy is higher because the barrel is longer, well compact. So you get what I said, what I mean. Okay, so that's why the Israel go with the bullpup design because they know their battles, so they go with the bullpup. So yeah, that's it about suppress full auto. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you like what you watch, don't forget to like and subscribe, and then follow us on social media. If you want to see the video, 24-hour early, you can subscribe, become a channel member for 30 cents. So yeah, thank you for watching, and bye bye.